Yes, students, the next chapter it is a forward block and the INA, chapter number 8. So, little bit before we start with this topic forward block and the INA, we will study about the Subhash Chandra Bose. All of you are very familiar with this person. So, he was born on 23rd January at Calcutta in Odisha. So, after completing his studies in India, he went to England and passed the Indian Civil Services examination. But he resigned from the civil services because he did not want to work under the British Crown. So, Bose entered active politics at the age of 24 and became a Swarajist because he did not agree with Gandhian thoughts. Bose was a man of action. He believed in agitation and restored to revolutionary methods for the attainment of the Swaraj. So, in the beginning, small I can say that little bit information regarding. So, though we have read that Subhash Chandra Bose that he was born in on 23rd of the January and he was a Swarajist because he did not agree with the Gandhiji thoughts, but before uh, before he changed, he was quite influenced by the methods of the Gandhiji. But when he started working with the Gandhiji and when he came to know about the real picture of the Britishers, so he used to ask Gandhiji that the way the Britishers they are treating the Indian, the same way Indians they should also treat the Britishers. But Gandhiji was against these philosophies. So there arose the differences between Gandhiji and Subhash Chandra Bose. Now the forward block. So Bose felt the urgent need that some organization should be started or he should make some party. So after resigning from earlier he was the president of the Congress, but later he resigned from the presidentship of the Congress. After resignation he founded a new party within the Congress and that party was known as the forward blocks. There was few objectives of the forward block. The first one it is recognition of the agriculture and industries on socialist line, then abolition of jamadari system, then introduction of new monetary and credit system so that the loans can be given to the people for carrying on their work. So this was the forward block which was started by Subhash Chandra Bose and the few objectives of the forward block. Later he started the Indian National Army also. The idea of Indian National Army it was given by Mohan Singh. He was an Indian officer who was working in the British Indian Army. Then he decided not to join the retreating British Army and instead went to the Japanese for help. The Japanese till then only encouraged civilian Indians to join anti-British organization but had no concept of forming a military wing consisting of the Indians. So Indian prisoners of war they were given to the Mohan Singh and the fall of Singapore was crucial. For this brought 45,000 Indian POWs into Mohan Singh's sphere. So many people, it was made clear at the meeting of the leaders that Indian community of the Indian army officers that the INA would go into action only on the invitation of the Indian National Congress and the people of India. So INA it was formed by the Mohan Singh, but idea was given to him by the Mohan Singh. By the formation of the Indian National Army, this was the army which was fighting for the Indians against the Britishers outside the Indian land. So contribution of Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra played a very important role in the formation of the forward block. He started the forward block. Then he played a very important role in formation of the Indian National Army and he was greeted by the people as Netaji, the great leader. Then he took the charge of the Indian National Army and became the supreme commander. He set up INA headquarters in Yangon and in Singapore and started reorganizing INA. Then recruitments was made. Then women regiments called Rani Jhansi regiment was led by Dr. Lakshmi Sowamithan. Then recruitment and training camps were opened in order to ask the people to join, and certain objectives was also there. The main objectives was to organize an armed resolution and to fight the British army with the modern arms, means with the modern weapons. Since it was not possible for the Indians to organize an armed resolutions, so this task must be assigned to the Indian living abroad, particularly in Indian living in East Asia. Then to organize a provincial government of free India in order to mobilize all the forces effectively. Then total mobilization of Indian manpower and money for the war, and the motto was unity, faith, sacrifice. So these were some of the objectives of the INA. Under this chapter we are only covering these topics only: the forward block, objectives of the forward block, then Indian National Army, contribution of the Subhash Chandra Bose, and the objectives of the INA. So only these topics we are going to do. Thank you, students.